I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. It's over.
Hi guys, it's your girl Sativa with another video. Today we're going to be talking about time is not refundable. If you haven't watched the last video that I posted, living intentionally, the topics do kind of go hand in hand, so I will be touching on things that I did speak about in that last video. Yeah, so when I say time is not refundable, I needed to consider the fact that forever is not promised to anyone. Okay, not your mom, not your granny, not you, not your uncle, not your kids, no one, not your boyfriend, not your friend, not your stepmom. Forever is not promised to anyone. It can happen whenever that you're just off this world. Okay, so always be grateful, be content in the life, in the space that you're in now. Make it worth living, because when it is gone, you don't want to look back. You don't want to look back and say, I wish I did this, or I wish I did this and this and this. Hence, I will always say, live intentionally. Okay, live intentionally. Have some sort of goal you want to achieve from the decisions that you make on a daily basis. There must be something to it that is gonna make it's either gonna affect you well in the long run, or it's not. You hear what I'm saying? So yeah, if you waste all of that if you waste that chance to make a difference in your life by doing something else that's not beneficial, you're not going to get back the time that you lost. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get it back. So think very wisely about the decisions that you make, and it doesn't even have to be a big thing. It could be as slight as, oh, okay, I'm gonna study later, let me go see this boy that doesn't even do anything for you, doesn't like you can see that there's red flags and the relationship is not going, but you're still gonna leave your studies for a boy that is not worth your time. It's the small things, babe. It's as small as spending your time stalking. Okay, no, that's weird. Okay, spending your time like beating yourself up because you seen girls that look like this, or you want to be like who, but you can't because you're just not at that level. Yeah, sit down and think that it's not your journey. In your journey, what can you do that will make you feel like it's worth living? Okay, stop comparing yourself, just sitting on that phone. Get up and do something that you love. Don't do something that whoever recommended and what. Do something that is for you, because again, do not waste your time doing something that is not gonna help you at the end of the day. It's a waste of time. So yeah, what else? I did want to touch on being grateful and spending time with your loved ones. Okay, I am a big one for isolation, but obviously I'm not saying isolate in a bad manner. Okay, isolate in a way that is like, okay, I'm working on myself, I'm doing what I gotta do and stuff, but then always make time for your family and your friends. Hear me out. I'm an advocate for people just not being the best, and it doesn't matter whether they are family or friends. Okay, you don't always, those people are not always going to make you feel safe. People you think are your family or your friends. So yeah, I learned that being on my own works for me, but also because you're in my life like that, and if it was under any other circumstance, I probably wouldn't know you, and unfortunately I'm not in that other circumstance. So it's like, let me appreciate the time I have with you now. Let go of the past. It's not worth it. It's not worth the future that you have in front of you. Looking back is like not wanting to start a new day. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like, what happened yesterday, it happened. You can't change it, and that's the thing. Like, I know scientists exist, and there's probably like a time machine for this thing, but I don't think you can turn back time and change what was done, because either way, in your journey, it was supposed to happen. So accept it as it is and move on. Accept it as it is. You'll be alright. You move on. You grow. You know. Life changes. Change is permanent. I think that's something we should all know and acknowledge by now. change is permanent and thinking that something is going to be forever, I think we're entitled to thinking that things are supposed to stay in our life because you want that. It's not about what you want, it's about what is gonna happen. It's literally not about what you want, but it's about what's destined to happen. So let it go, babe. Let it go. Just learn what you gotta learn, heal, and move on. Like, healing is so much better than actually sitting there and being all mad about it. Like, I get it, you're a victim, but sometimes you need to stop being a victim, because you sitting down and beating yourself up about it, it's not making you any less of a victim but a villain of your own story, because you're not gonna let yourself be you're not letting yourself be stronger than the villain. And I don't care, may that be family or friends, but it's like, allow it to hurt and then move on. Allow it to hurt and then move on, because now what? Now what? But yeah, there's that. And what else? Honestly, I came here unprepared, and I was like, I'm just gonna speak whatever my mouth says I must speak, because I don't know what I'm gonna say. But I do know that I wanted to take a video today, and I'm vlogging. You know, I have a video that I'm gonna be dropping tomorrow, which is gonna come before this one. So it's the spring rebrand. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't watched it, please do watch it, please. But yeah, okay, so I know this is random, but hi y'all. I feel like I didn't touch on the topics that I really wanted to talk about properly, so I was just editing this video, and like right now I kind of want to say a few things, right? What about the people that you feel right now in your life didn't love you or treat you the way you deserved? You know, when I say time is not refundable, now this is where forgiveness kind of comes in. I don't know if I did mention detachment and attachment, right? When it comes to forgiving, I think that it's like the process of kind of being okay with what they've done to you. You know, you didn't choose for that to happen. I'm not saying you deserved it, but it's like, it doesn't help to be stuck in that victim mentality and blame them for what happened. I mean, yeah, they did it, but now what? I'm pretty sure I said this as I was editing. I saw this part. It's like, now what? There's nothing you can do, right? You just have to accept it. Even them, like all they can do in that moment is kind of like apologize. So 9 times out of 10, you'd be wanting an apology for those who've wronged you, because you'd probably feel like it's the closure that you need. But no, in honest reality, their apology is not the closure that you need. It's the heart and how you accept the situation, you know, because it does make the situation better when the one who's wronged you comes and says, hey, I'm sorry for this and this, and it kind of makes you feel like, oh, they cared and they acknowledge that they were wrong. You know, it's like they validate your emotions. But now what if they don't? What if they don't see that they were wrong? Forgive the ones that done you wrong, regardless of them apologizing, because it's really not worth the grudge, the time you spend holding a grudge on them, or just, why did it happen to me? You know, like victimizing yourself. Again, I'm gonna make a video on victim mentality, because yeah, that's something our generation needs to be so aware of. We do that a lot, and I don't think we realize that. But yeah, so forgive, because it's not worth the time you spend being upset about it. It's not worth the baggage that you're carrying into your future. Like, just leave it in the past. It happened. I'm not saying that you deserve it, but rather take that whole situation and make it like use it to your strength. You know, like, okay, this happened, how am I gonna grow from that? I love you guys so bad, and I hope that through this life thing, be content with your reality, okay? After all, it is the choices and decisions you make. So also sit down and reflect and think about what you actually want for yourself. I don't believe that we are here with no sort of purpose, but I'm not saying your purpose has to be a whole big thing. Your purpose could be just being as mentally stable and emotionally stable and as content as you could be. So try your best to just live life with gratitude, with a good heart, with patience, with learn to love, okay? Learn to be love. Like, be a nice person. Like, it's the most beautiful thing, okay? And I don't know if I said this, but you get what you give. And yeah. However, thank you guys for watching my video.